More local news now. You might have seen her artwork on several storefronts along State Street, but before starting her organization, Defending Black Girlhood, a little more than a year ago, Lilada Gee had been quietly dedicating her life to serving black girls and advocating for black women. That work has become even more essential right now. She joins us this morning. Hi, Lilada. First, gorgeous name. You're such an impressive woman. I want to let everyone in at home know. I talked to you briefly on the phone yesterday, and how many times did I tell you, wow, that's impressive. Wow, that's even more impressive.
About 4 or 5 times, which I appreciate it.
So we want to talk about your impressive organization. It's the culmination of, as I mentioned, 30 years of work, Defending Black Girlhood. What is that?
It's about being committed to having black girls be safe in their homes, in their schools, in their communities, and advocating towards to that end.
And that is important and very personal for you because I don't want to dwell on it too much, but you are a survivor of sexual assault that happened when you were younger?
Absolutely, as a girl, and it really is the foundation of my work.
So what was that like? What did in the moment, just for anyone watching who might
Absolutely. It was very isolating. It was very frightening. It was terrifying. And I didn't have any place to go or anyone to advocate for me. And so that really fuels the work that I do, because I know there's a lot of girls out there who are suffering silently and women who are still reeling from the pain of childhood sexual abuse.
And you are such a great role model for them. I know that's why partially the death of Breonna Taylor also hit hard for you. What has that been like when you heard that an innocent girl was killed?
Well, it's devastating, and I think the thing that hit me the hardest was the fact that Breonna was in her home, in her bed, and that's where we suppose we are safe. And to me, that just kind of hit home with, black girls haven't been safe at home for a long time in a lot of families, and now we have this other entity entering in.
And I know I had mentioned to you yesterday that it's so frightening because it could have happened to any of us, but
Absolutely.
You quickly pointed out that it happens to some of us more than others, black girls in particular.
Absolutely. And, we are at a higher risk for violence, from a number of different sources. And, if it was Sherwood neighborhood here in Madison, pretty sure they wouldn't have had a no-knock order and just busted in the middle of the night and shot people.
Yeah, it's very concerning, certainly. But your work is just incredible. So what do you do during normal COVID times? Because I know you typically are able to lead groups of black girls in person. What are some of the things you do with them?
So, I lead groups in schools and community settings with girls to really help them build a sense of self-esteem, empower their voice so that if things are going on in their lives, they know what to say, how to say it, and who to say it to. And just work on giving them a sense of belonging and importance.
That's so important. It's especially important right now. It's been kind of on the forefront of all of our minds since the death of Breonna Taylor, as well as George Floyd. So lastly, if people at home are watching this and they want to help you out, how can they do that?
We're raising funds, and so would love for people to consider being a donor and supporting the work in that way, and to continue to advocate for black girls and support the work that we're doing in that way.
And really quickly, last thing, we're taking pictures now. We're seeing pictures of your beautiful artwork on State Street. You came out a little bit more than a year ago as an official artist, and now you're responsible for one of the murals on State. How does it feel to have your artwork so publicly and prominently displayed right now?
It's absolutely amazing, and I use that opportunity to bring, a beautiful image to the work of Defending Black Girlhood. And what better way than a huge face of a black girl with Afro puffs?
Oh, it's gorgeous. I walk by all the time. You have a great position right outside the Overture, so if anyone wants to see your artwork, please head down there. It's going to be a nice day weather-wise. Lilada, thank you so much for joining us. If anyone wants to connect with your organization, they can do so at lilada.org, and we'll put a link to that on our website as well. Hope to talk to you soon, Lilada.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Have a great Sunday.